Nuclear war is an existential risk that looms over us, the consequences of which could potentially wipe out most of the human race. For this video, I'll be focusing on scenarios between the United States of America and the Russian Federation. But first, we need to know what strategic weapons each side has at the ready on a day-to-day basis, starting with the United States. 400 warheads on single warhead LGM-30G Minuteman III missiles in silos. Around 1,000 warheads deployed on submarines carrying 20 UGM-133A Trident II D5LE missiles each, with between 8 to 10 at sea at any one time. 46 nuclear-capable B-52s. And 20 nuclear-capable B-2s. However, about 50 bombers in total are considered deployed at any one time. In summary, the US has a large number of single warhead missiles in silos that require an even larger number of warheads to destroy, a large number of survivable warheads at sea at any time, and a reasonably sized bomber force. High alert status enhances the survivability of both land and air legs of the triad. Russia has 170 warheads deployed on 34 RS-20 Voyvoda missiles carrying 5 warheads each, scheduled to be replaced by the RS-28 Sarmat. 7 warheads on Vanguard hypersonic glide vehicles deployed from 7 RS-18 missiles, scheduled to be replaced by the RS-28 Sarmat. 78 warheads deployed on single warhead RS-12 Topol M missiles deployed from 60 silos and 18 mobile launchers. 579 warheads on RS-24 Yars missiles, carrying 3 warheads each deployed from 22 silos and 171 mobile launchers. The RS-28 Sarmat missile, capable of carrying 10 heavy warheads or multiple Vanguard hypersonic glide vehicles, is in development and due to be deployed in 2024. 256 warheads deployed on 4 submarines carrying 16 RSM-54 Seneva Linnea missiles each, with a variable number at sea at any one time. 384 warheads deployed on 6 submarines carrying 16 RSM-56 Bulava missiles each, with a variable number at sea at any one time. 55 nuclear-capable Tu-95 bombers. And 13 nuclear-capable Tu-160 bombers. However, about 55 bombers in total are considered deployed at any one time. In summary, Russia has a relatively large number of multiple warhead missiles in silos that require a smaller number of warheads to destroy, a large number of multiple warhead missiles on mobile launchers that can only be considered survivable when dispersed, a large number of warheads on submarines with a limited at-sea rate, and a reasonably sized bomber force. High alert status is essential for the survivability of all 3 legs of the triad. Considering a strategic exchange between the United States and Russia. If Russia launched a first strike against the United States, or the United States launched a first strike against Russia, due to the survivability of at least a proportion of both sides' nuclear arsenals, especially when taking high alert rates into account, both sides would be capable of destroying each other in an exchange, and therefore neither side is likely to launch a deliberate first strike. If, however, one side believed itself to be under attack, for example, the US believing Russia had launched a nuclear strike, the US may launch a preemptive retaliation against Russia, who would in turn retaliate against the United States, and both sides would be destroyed. Fortunately, this is unlikely due to the high survivability of the submarine force and the large number of warheads required to destroy all US missile silos. The United States may be able to wait long enough to see if any nuclear explosions occur on its territory before responding, thus averting a nuclear exchange. If Russia believed that the United States had launched a nuclear strike, Russia may launch a preemptive retaliation against the United States, who would in turn retaliate against Russia, and both sides would be destroyed. Unfortunately, due to the lower survivability of the Russian forces, even when on high alert, this may make Russia feel as though it cannot wait to see if the attack is real or not and initiate a nuclear exchange. That being said, the USSR had a policy of waiting to see if an attack was real before responding, so hopefully Russia does too. Despite the mutual suspicion between the two, it is still unlikely that a nuclear exchange would occur either on purpose or by accident, because neither side believes that the other would be insane enough to initiate a suicidal nuclear exchange. However, the possibility of a tactical nuclear exchange escalating into a full-scale strategic exchange remains a possibility. Considering the Russian invasion of Ukraine, if the West abandons Ukraine and allows Russia to win, then Russia may become emboldened and attack the Baltics, both from its own territory and through Belarus, and using Kaliningrad to close the Suwalki Gap. This would trigger a NATO response to liberate the Baltic states and bring the risk of a tactical nuclear exchange far closer. Only by forcing Russia out of Ukraine through aid to Ukraine and sanctions on Russia can this risk be avoided.